Hello and welcome back to another day of 30 days of Ableton effects. After a long pause of several years, I've decided to come back and finish off these videos. I got about halfway through and I still need to finish out the rest of these videos, but I wanted to come back after a long hiatus and finish these out and make sure that I was completing all of these and providing all the value I originally promised to all the people that originally subscribed. So to that effect, let's go ahead and dive into the tuner effect here. The tuner effect is a plugin that measures the incoming pitch and audio signal and tells you what the note is of this particular signal. It's important to note that, like Spectrum, this is strictly a measurement effect. This does not alter or change the audio signal in any way. It simply analyzes the signal and lets it pass through seamlessly. So nothing you do with this plugin will ever impact the audio signal, won't change anything from what you're doing on the chain. To look at what this effect does, I have an operator here with the tuner plugin. And you can see here as I touch one of the notes, it simply states that this is a C note, and here we have an E, and here we have a G. There's a couple different views that you can use with a tuner plugin. This one down here is called the classic view and shows a ball on a line of where the note is located. You can notice here if I do a chord, a C major triad chord, you can see that the ball is a little bit outside of the center ball, which indicates that the note is sharp. If this ball heads to the right of this line, it is sharp, and if it heads to the left, it is flat. And that works into a couple of the other views that we have here that we'll get into. The first one here is switching between target and strobe, which changes the behavior of this line. You'll see with a target, it simply lands in the middle or, pegs to where it is on the line. So this is C major triad is slightly sharp. But if you switch this to strobe, it'll change to a line with breaks in it or dashes to show you what the movement is. You can see right here, the speed of the lines indicates that this note is very slightly sharp. And if you use a different direction, you can actually see here, this is a little bit more sharp. And this is extremely flat going to the left between C sharp and C, pressing those at the same time. Also, to note here in the main display so switching that back to target mode, the second box you have here is an option between cents and hertz. You can notice here when switching it to hertz, it'll tell you what hertz the dominant tone is in your note. So for middle C, it's 261 hertz or 260 hertz approximately. And we'll switch that back to cents. If it's in tune for that note, you'll see that it's 0 cents. Doing something a little bit different, a G sharp with a triad puts it 8 cents out of tune. Looking through these two displays in the bottom left, the first one is called Classic View. The second one is called Histogram View. The difference here is while the main display here just shows it across a line, the histogram shows the note over time. You can see here when I let go, the last note I played with a C, there's a D sharp. And if you play a series of notes while holding them down, it will show that they are uninterrupted. A couple of options you have here is by right-clicking. You can change what the note spellings are that are displayed on the tuner display. You can go between sharps, which is a default, flats, sharps, and flats. So a couple different options there. As stated before, switching between cents and hertz will toggle between showing an absolute frequency of the incoming signal or a distance of the target pitch in cents. This is also, you can see this in both views here. So hertz here, as well as in the histogram view here, So switching that back will change it back to sense. And finally, this reference option in the bottom right will compare what the incoming pitch is compared against. By default, this is set to 440 hertz, which is considered standard tuning, but you can change this if you wish to change it to a different octave, a different value to compare your tuning against. And that's basically it for the tuner. Please be sure to like and subscribe to the video. If you enjoy these demos of all the effects plugins, I'll be finishing all these out now that I've come back to actually finishing them after a large period of time. So please be sure to tune into the next one. Tomorrow we'll be looking at the utility plugin, which is extremely useful. So please be sure to tune in, and I'll see you later.